Hi guys, my name is Steve B. I'm a recovering alcoholic. All right, I want to talk to you today about staying sober for today, and we're gonna do that. I'm gonna do it. I'd love to see you do it too. Um, yeah. uh, First of all, you know, I'm my main thing when I wake up during the day is that I'm gonna stay sober. Without sobriety, I got nothing. And sometimes I wondered if I have what it takes to stay sober. And when I came into the rooms, I honestly I found it effortless. I just lost that desire to drink, and I owe that all to my God, my higher power. God is everything to me, and I would never think of going through a day without Him. I thought a good topic for today would be, with God, all things are possible. And I really, really believe all things, not just some things, not just, oh, maybe that, but not that. God can do anything. And I really believe that. And, I'm here to share that with you. I want to share that knowledge with you because I've seen Him do all sorts of miracles, things that I would have never, ever, ever thought that would be done in my life or are in my life, and I'm definitely here to share that with you guys. You know, you can't, if you don't have a relationship with a higher power or with a God of your understanding, then please get one. I call mine Jesus, and he can do anything. And believe me, for his loved ones, he will do anything. He'll do whatever it takes. You ask him, and he ask, and you shall receive. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and it shall be open to you. For everyone that asketh, receiveth, and he that seeketh, findeth, and to him that knocketh, it will be open. Trust me. I for the longest time now, I've been walking with God, and I honestly can't remember what I did before Him. Before Him, I don't know. What did I just throw caution to the wind and hope for the best? I heard a guy say that one time. Well, what happens? You live your life, and then when you die, you hope for the best. That sounds like a stupid plan. No offense, guys, but that doesn't sound too smart. I know where my hope is in Jesus, and when I die, I want to go to be with Him. Some places on in the scriptures it says, I, my in my Father's house is many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you, that where I am, you might be also. And I want to be there. I want to be there with Jesus. When Jesus was on the cross, the criminal on the other cross said, Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom. When the kingdom meaning heaven, or Abraham's bosom, or whatever you want to call it. I know there is a heaven, and I know that my plan is to go there when I die. I thought it was going to be last night. I went out to eat. I went to eat at a restaurant we always go to called Max 4. And like toward the end of the dinner, I started feeling not good, very bad. I started getting dizzy, and I started getting stomach cramps and stomach ache, and I thought, what the heck is going on? And then my first thought was that, I think I'm either coming down with something, or I'm dying. I felt like I was dying, but I guess I wasn't supposed to die last night, because here I am today. I'm here today with you guys, and yeah. I woke up this morning feeling really good. I spent some time in the bathroom, and lo and behold, all is better. It's better. You know, I'm convinced that I had food poisoning. I don't know really what food poisoning is, but I had the whole enchilada, and it wasn't nice. It wasn't fun. It was painful. I even had Lena drive my car For a while, she was almost going to drive me home, and I started feeling a little bit better, and so I drove myself home. But here I am down the park today. Did my 4 miles. Came off without a hitch. Uh, I'm doing my video with you guys now. With God, all things are possible. Do you believe me? I believe that when Jesus said, with God, all things are possible, that with God, all things are possible. Not some things, not a few things, all things. And take it down to whatever you want to take it down to. I've seen miracles in this life. I've read about a lot of them in the Word, but I've seen miracles in my own life come to pass. With God, all things are possible, and I come to Him with all things. Believe it or not, my hope is that that if I ask, I shall receive. Ask is pray. How do you explain what ask is in that context? It means to pray. It means to pray to God about. There's one scripture, or another one that I like says, pray about everything. Worry about nothing, but pray about everything. Everything. If the word says pray about everything, that means everything. Bring it to Him. There's nothing too big or too small for Him. And guys, I'm living proof that with God all things are possible. Because I was a helpless, hopeless drunk, and I really, really believed. I believed that this is how I'm gonna die. I loved alcohol way too much, and I was too much in its grip. And today I'm not. Today I'm free from that. A day at a time. One day at a time. I've been staying sober, and you get enough one day at a time, and you got going on 34 years sobriety. One day at a time. That's how you do it. And I've been doing it. And today's a beautiful day. I'm here to tell you. I looked at the temperature when I was in my car. Well, in God's car. And it said 68, and I'm thinking, that's just right. 68 is just right. What a day. What a beautiful day. A few clouds in the sky, not many, but 68 degrees, very comfortable. And a lot of people down here today. They want to be outside. They want to enjoy the day. Just like I want to enjoy the day, and I have been. I'm happy. One of the highlights of my day is coming to you guys with these little videos and encouraging you if I can. I'm not going to drink today, and I suggest you don't drink either today. Drinking isn't, for an alcoholic, to drink is to die. I'm fully assured of that fact. That's just not a theory, that's a fact. To drink is to die. Our literature says that, the only things left for the alcoholic are jails, institutions, and death. And I'm not ready to die yet. I thought I was with the food poisoning, but I feel good today. I feel really good. And I don't know what God has for the rest of the day. I know He's got a meeting coming up, and whoever goes, it's going to be a great meeting, and I'm going to hear what I need to hear. I'm going to hear what I need to hear, and I can't wait to see what that is. Yeah. I fed my little buddies over there, my little squirrel friends, and they're a blast. They're a blast, and I love feeding them. And I think they like eating them as much as I like feeding them. Everyone says, "Oh, you're wasting your money, you're wasting your money, you're wasting your money." I'm not wasting my money. Squirrels are God's creatures, and lately I've been feeding the blue jays and the crow too. There's a blue jay and a crow that have been coming around a lot, and I actually feed them too. It's a blast, you know. God's animal kingdom is wonderful. His animal kingdom is wonderful, and I get, it's my pleasure to feed them. You know, they don't need it. They're going to survive whether I feed them or not. But it's a beautiful thing to be able to feed them, love them. What are you guys doing today? You got any plans for this beautiful day? And the day happens to be Saturday, May 16th, 2026. Saturday, May 16th, 2026. And whatever you do, don't drink today. Love you all. God bless. Leave a like and subscribe. Love to chat with you. God bless.